Do 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 do. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Here it is. And welcome to Dreamy Dreamland with your griot, your sensei, Bob, me. And I'm under a tree, and it's a little shady and seemingly on the internet. And I said I'd be online sometime between 1 and 2. And here it is. And I just kind of thumbed through the internet and Jimmy Dore is someone I look at, dark journalism, then there are a cascade of others. And everyone's out there doing a pretty good job. And the one thing I see is that everyone has their own agenda, has their own opinion, has their own belief, right? Which is fine, as long as you don't try and force someone into going along. And that is the issue. That is the problem. That is what we're talking about here. Is that, and so and that has been pretty much the human condition. Is that states and individuals and churches and banks and schools have all been trying to domesticate the human condition. And the question is, how can we get around that? How can we not be domesticated? You know. Well, one thing is that there are a number of internalized prayers, and that's what prayer is. Your communication with love's co-creation. You're in co-creation with love's one love. Not a church, not a dogma, not a doctrine, not a book, but one heart, right? A heart song. So this is what I start every day off with: Father Sky, Mother Earth, Holy Spirit. You know, and those are the Trinity that kind of makes up all our relations, right? Father Sky, Mother Earth, Holy Spirit. We are the Holy Spirit. The we and me. That is the Holy Spirit. The all our relations. And in every day and every way, let us take the peace of the earth and make it stronger. Right? And bless us indeed. Enlarge our territory. Put your hands upon our shoulders and keep us safe from evil, so we will do no harm. So we may, in every day and every way, take your piece of the earth and make it stronger. And that is the bottom line of where we're at and what we should be doing. And how can we do it, What do we need to do? So you have to be aware, consciously aware, consciously intent. Conscious intent, I am. Conscious intent, I am. Conscious intent, I am. Om. Conscious intent, I am. Conscious intent, I am. Conscious intent, I am. Om. What does that do? That brings our intent to the level of the conscious, and that is the enlightened ones. Those of us who don't just respond to our hormonal bag of water. And that's our body. We are not our bodies, And in every day and every way, you take the piece of the earth. That is what you are. You are a piece of that earth. And I am out in the middle of the woods for a reason, to be quiet, to be at ease, to relax. You know? And so I wait for that intent, I wait for that awareness, and I become part of it in every day in every way. I take the piece of the earth and make it stronger. And I urge all of you uh, to, if you find that you need to go on the internet, there's a lot of good stuff on YouTube, but there's also a lot of stuff that will, it's like, what do you call it? Fear porn, you know? If you look at history, we have had wars, Jesus said it, when's the end of time? Like, well, I don't know. It's above my pay grade, and there's wars and rumors of war, right? And there's plagues and rumors of plagues. And there's running out of food and fear porn of running out of food. I remember, 2000, oh, the computers are going to dry up and die, oh my God. And in 1963, I was going to a place called Canterbury, a seminary for the elite. And they had 3 levels, right? They had us who was going to be priests, right? And then there were those who were going to be businessmen and those who were going to be military, all serving the Pope. Priests serving the Pope, businessmen. So we wore cassocks, black, dance dresses, and I like that. You could wear nothing underneath. You could just throw that on. If you were going to be the Christian, Catholic businessman, you had to wear 3-piece Brooks Brothers suit and shine shoes. Right? I could wear tennis slippers for all I cared. And the military guys had to wear uniforms, but they were all serving the Holy See. Right? They were all serving the Vatican. And that is, who do you serve? Right? What do you serve? When I ask people what they are, they go through the litany. Oh, I'm a boy, I'm a girl, I'm a this, I'm a that, I'm a this, I'm a that. And I say, no, keep going. And they, then I start giving them little hints, and they get closer and closer. And then finally I say, okay, this is what you are. You are the decider. You get to decide what you're going to do, right, with your life. Anybody else's, your life. So all these folks who are deciding what's going to happen, Dark Journalist, he's, and same with Jimmy Dore, they really give it to JoJo. And, and they're right to do that because he is trying to represent the hidden hand that wants us to be more than just domesticated animals. They want us to be, food. Soya green, it's people. It's we are, and it's the same as it ever was, but it's somewhat different because once we the Mayan calendar ended, once we stopped being in the Piscean age and we're in the Aquarian age, well, they really can't fight that. And once people wake up, and not be awoke, all these terms they steal. Back in the day, I was a liberal. I can't be a liberal. Liberal. You know what a liberal is? Someone who feels guilty about being a fascist, right? Progressive. You know what a progressive is? Someone who feels guilty about being racist. Or maybe it's the other way around. Maybe liberals are racist, and I'm not quite sure. And anybody else, if they are siloed, are just, nuts. Or as my brother would say, what did he say? Fuck nuts. Yes, that's it. Fuck nuts. Rack nuts. Right? So I hope you guys, there's 2 of you there. How about some thumbs up? And I am going to go back to the deep green because it's nice there. Though, the cockroach Californian, Texans, Floridians, New Jerseyans, all the people who think they're rich, just because they steal things from people. Um, there's last 18 years I've been living in this part of the county that's in what I call the accordion of the Sawtooth Mountains, and because of that, unless you're on top of a mountain, you get no satellite, right? Unless you get no internet, you get no cell phone, you get none of that until they start putting um, cell towers on every holler. Internet's not going to be there. Now I have the magical internet. Every now and then it appears, and I can use it, and so I do. But otherwise, I enjoy the quietness of it, and that quietness is being eroded by people who think they need to weed whack and leaf blow the forest. It's like, what? And my little chunk of the deep green, my lodge, for the last 18 years has been a bird sanctuary because there's nobody there, no one making noise. So there are all these birds making, singing to each other, and it's really great. And I have every kind of flower and fruit and everything birds love in the natural sense in my deep green. But this, Floridian came in, and we live on a very small dirt road, forest, and then a forest road, and then really backwoods. And he wants to run a land, not even a lawn mowing business. So he's like taking his big 28-foot trailer, that's bigger than my man cave, and the wheelbase is like 11 feet, and he is like crunched off, 2 feet of the road. That doesn't bother me. He took that road that was 11 feet. Now it's 9 feet. And now instead of having a foot on either side where he can, because he has to back up and down. And because the hills are so steep that his car doesn't have enough torque going forward. So, and on one side is, mountain, other side, cliff, right? So he has come that close to going off the cliff. I don't know how many times. And one day he will, right? Maybe that'll stop him from doing that. And he weed whacks everything. He weed whacked the whole road. And I tried to explain to them by doing that, it makes the road more vulnerable to the weather because we live in a rainforest. Now, this summer has been extraordinarily dry, not as dry as 2012 when we went from the Piscean Age to the Aquarian Age. And we had a California drought. We were about to burn up, but we didn't. We got a storm similar to the one that hit New York City a couple of weeks ago. And if that wasn't HAARP, I don't know what was. And because it was like somebody just opened up the tap and dropped about 4 inches of rain on Central Park in Lower Manhattan in less than 2 hours. That's not the usual thing. Even here in where we have a rainforest, it's not the usual thing. We get maybe, half an inch of rain in 3 or 4 hours when it's a strong rain. Now we've had only strong rain 3 times since May. But we've had enough showers that is keeping everything semi-moist, so it's not going to burn up. So, again, we live in strange times, but no stranger than others, and people have to realize, humans have been on this planet, in this solar system, for about 1 billion years in this thing. And this bag of water here is just somebody's science fair experiment. Because our body is not who we are. Even our soul isn't who we are. Our soul, if you read the Bible, especially the New Testament, Jesus goes on, he doesn't talk about the soul, he talks about the spirit. So that's kind of, our co-connection with love, which is the great maker. there are many laws that say, you can't create anything without love. So, I mean, look at the act of procreation. Yes, a lot of people say, oh, that's just hormones. But it really is an act of love. So, anyway, anybody got anything to say? Because otherwise, I am just going to go. And because I'm thinking about 20, I'm writing a lot of things. So those things are in my head more than my storytelling for you here on the internet. And there's, hasn't been that many people coming to watch. I would say this coming Thursday, today is Monday, so Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm just going to stay in the woods and putter around and read and write. So I look forward to hearing anything you want to say on my email, the dude awake 42 at Gmail, the dude awake 42 at Gmail. And if you want to drop anything, I mean, one of the reasons why I'm not appearing too much, because I had to drive 30, 40 miles to make this YouTube. And so I can't, I don't go anywhere unless I got a bunch of things to do. So I did a bunch of things. And so that was because I have very little disposable cash. And so I'm going to say arrivederci, and I love you guys. Remember to go into state. The triangle breathing. Breathe in deep, blow out. Breathe in for 6 beats of the heart. Then hold it for 3. And then out for 9. You do that 3 times, you are conscious, awake, I am. Conscious, awake, I am. Conscious, awake, I am. Conscious intent, I am. Conscious intent, I am. Conscious intent, I am. Conscious aware, I am. Conscious aware, I am. Conscious aware, I am. So, awake means you are present in your whole self. Aware means you got a good, strong 360, meaning knowing what's going on all around you. And intent is that you are consciously working towards the outcome. Good thoughts, good words, good actions, good deeds. And with that, I love you. See you Thursday. I'll try Thursday, okay? Thursday is the day for me.